Hey guys, happy Monday. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, as they call it, instead of Columbus Days. Indigenous Peoples Day, they refer to that out here in LA. Um, so it's like a beautiful day, and I actually was thinking about something very, very special. I've been thinking about this actually for a while now. You guys know that I have a very deep passion for the black community and giving back to the black community, of course, but that's not my only passion. I have several different passions, you guys. So that's obviously my first passion, but I would say next to that is BDSM, the BDSM lifestyle. Like, where do I begin? Um, so BDSM is something that I actually became exposed to back in 2014, I believe it was. Yeah, 2014. It's actually when I started writing my BDSM story. It's a fictional story on my website. You guys can go. I post some excerpts there on my website, so you guys can go and check that out after this video. But yes, BDSM is something that is like near and dear to my heart, you guys. And I was initially exposed to lifestyle back in 2014 when I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. And then I moved to New York. What's up, Charles? I moved to New York and, wait. Okay, I always have to keep track of my history because I'm like, all over the place. What's up, Shanice? But I moved to New York. How y'all doing today? Happy Monday. I moved to New York back in 2014. The summer of 2014. And I actually celebrated my 32nd birthday in New York City at a BDSM club. I turned 32 years old, and this was back in 2015, I want to say. Yeah, because I moved to LA 2016. So this is back in 2015, and y'all, it was a hell of an experience. Now, you guys can go learn more about that on my YouTube blog. I actually created a whole blog on it. Entitled My First BDSM Experience. And yes, it was, y'all, I could go into talking about that, but I don't want to really focus on that. I want to focus on, in this video, I'll talk to you guys about my interest in opening my very first BDSM club, y'all. This is groundbreaking. Like, I am so excited because when I went to that club in New York, and being that it was so professional, it was very welcoming, and it was like laid back, you know, like it had a very mature audience. I want to say you had to be 21 to get inside. I ended up going with my ex-boyfriend. He's my ex now, but it was my boyfriend at the time. You know, so I felt very safe, and I just remember they had all kinds of equipment there. You know, it's mostly like couples who went together there. It was by invite only, and there was a fee at the door. I think it was like $20 per person, if I can recall. But yeah, I ended up spending like a decent amount of time there, and I just remember having a great experience. Now, that wasn't necessarily my first BDSM experience, so to speak, but it was my first time like out in public, you know, like proclaiming myself as a BDSM practitioner, like out publicly. So that was like really special for me. So you guys can go watch that video. I talk all about my experience there in a blog entitled My First BDSM Club Experience. So you guys got to go check that out. But for this video, like, yes, I've been kind of contemplating on opening my very first BDSM club. Now, where, I have no idea where I want to open it. I don't know if I want to do it out here in LA. I figure like, even before I came to LA, I figured like LA would be like the prime place just for the BDSM community. I feel like it had a very welcoming BDSM community, but then I get here and I'm like, okay, where's the BDSM community? And that's the thing about BDSM. For you guys who aren't aware what BDSM is, I should have maybe did this introduction in the beginning, but it stands for bondage, discipline, sadomasochism, or bondage, discipline, submission, masochism, sadomasochism. Dominance, submission, sadomasochism. There we go. And, you know, it's like, it kind of reminds me of the LBGT community, but it's a community in and of itself. You know, there are lobbyists fighting for laws to be passed so that we are protected as a community, because there's so much judgment against people in the lifestyle, people who practice BDSM, you know. And it is just spectacular. I feel like it's a great place just for people like myself, you know, who are comfortable in their sexuality, to be able to explore different parts of their sexuality without judgment. And yes, it's a kind of tight-knit community, and a lot of the events that are hosted within the BDSM community are hosted underground, so no one really knows about it unless you're like invited, you know, by someone in the community. It's like by private invite only. It's not like open. They don't have like public events open to the public, except for, I think there is a convention out here in LA. I think they have it at the airport, but I haven't been, so I don't really know much about it. But I think it would be nice for them to be able to have like these, you know, public gatherings open to the public, so that more people can be able to learn more about the lifestyle, because a lot of people just don't know. And that's, I think, the reason why there's so much misconception, there's so much judgment about it. Now, if you guys are watching this, if you have any questions, feel free to drop your questions below, and I'll try my best to answer them to the best of my ability. But I've done a lot of research. Like when I first was initially exposed to BDSM back in 2014, like I was doing so much research on the lifestyle beyond just watching videos. I think that's the first place people go when you type in BDSM in Google. Like the first thing comes up is just a lot of nasty stuff, so to speak. Like it's porn essentially, you know. And people just watch those videos and they assume that, okay, that's what BDSM is, you know. But it's so much more than porn. And in fact, like even when I went to the BDSM club in New York City, no one was having sex. It's not, people think it's about sex, you know. It's the first thing that comes to people's minds, like, oh, you're a freak, oh, you know, you just like to have sex. And y'all, BDSM is more psychological than anything. And it's kind of interesting because my advisor, now she's my chairperson of my dissertation, but my advisor, when she came across my website, and she was like, whoa, you know, how does this fit in with psychology? And I'm like, actually it's kind of separate, you know. It has nothing to do with my current research. However, it is psychological. There's so many psychological aspects to BDSM, and you just really have to go and do your research to learn. But I think the best way to do it is just kind of immerse yourself into the lifestyle to really understand it. You know, there's just like so many people make so many different assumptions about LBGT, and they don't have a clue. They don't know what it's about. They think people choose to be gay. They just have so many misconceptions, and it's just, you have to really be in the lifestyle to know exactly what it is. But for me, when I initially was exposed to it, I just began doing a lot of research about it. Now, initially, of course, like I think what initially attracted me to it was like I came across a BDSM porn video, you know, and I liked what was happening in the video. Again, no sex, but it was like sexual activity. It's more like bondage and like teasing and things like that. And I was blown away. Like I was amazed to see how titillated I was just by watching these videos, you know, online. And then I just began to do like more research to see, okay, what is this, you know? But I feel like even just by doing research, you just don't know unless you're in a BDSM relationship. So of course I have been in several BDSM relationships. Some, actually most weren't, we didn't even have sexual intercourse. It was more like psychological, you guys. And fast forward to today, I'm like thinking recently, like, you know what? And this is not something I just came up with out of the blue. Like this is something I've been thinking about for a while, you know, now that I want to open my own BDSM club, you guys. Yes, a full blown club. Like now, so many different things that go into obviously opening a business, especially that kind of business, a BDSM club. So I've been thinking about it, you know, thinking about everything, the financial aspect of it. How is it going to get funded, you know, because I ain't rich, you know, I'm not Oprah, but I feel like there's money there for it. And being that I am very much connected to the BDSM community, like I have an insight in the community, I believe that personally, I think I can raise some money to be able to open a BDSM club, because there's a demand for it. There's a lot of people who are interested in the lifestyle, and whether it's New York or if it's in LA, in Atlanta, I don't know. I have to do some more research on that. Granted, Atlanta was the first place that I was exposed to BDSM, but I think it has more of a presence out in New York City and LA, and I heard that San Francisco has somewhat of a dwindling community there. But yeah, I think I can do some fundraising on my own, but I don't think that's going to be quite enough. So what I was thinking about doing is, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, is just put it out there, put my interest out there. The fact that I'm interested in opening a BDSM club, and perhaps, who knows? I mean, we live in a time, it's a technological age. People are on social media. Somebody may be watching this and they may want to fund my idea, like as an angel investor, you know? And of course, I would be perfectly fine with that. Like, and I'm thinking, how much? I mean, to be honest, being that the two places that I'm thinking about, the potential locations being New York City or LA, I mean, it costs to open a business in New York City and LA. You can't just be like, okay, come and with $100,000. That ain't gonna cut it. Like, you gotta, I would say, to be confident and comfortable in opening a BDSM club, I would say a cushion of at least $2 million, you know? And $2 million, it may sound like a lot to some of you guys who are watching, but that ain't nothing. I mean, you got people right here that make $1 million in a day. That's nothing. So, yes, $2 million. So perhaps if you are watching this and you have a fascination or a deep interest in the BDSM community and you would like to fund this club as an angel investor, please do not contact me here on this post, but reach out to me privately via my email address at author D Leach. Author as in the author of a book, D as in my first initial, Danielle, and Leach, Leach at gmail.com. Author D Leach at gmail.com. Email me there. You can also email me via my website on the contact page at danielleleach.com. It's really not hard to find me online. I mean, it's pretty much my name, danielleleach.com. So check me out, go to the contact page, and message me, you know, send me a proposal, send me any ideas that you have. Now, essentially, I do want to be the primary owner, but I'm just saying I need some money, you know, and I'm willing to collaborate. I'm willing to maybe perhaps start a partnership, but I kind of want full ownership of the club. That's why I'm looking for an angel investor, someone who's going to be like in the background, you know, and just help fund this thing, you know, because it costs money. And I'm thinking, I can easily get a sugar daddy to do it. No, that's a joke, you guys. That was a joke. But, you know, hey, you never know. I mean, there's some sugar daddies out there that, you know, sitting on some money, you know. Share the wealth. But yeah, I was thinking about that. So financially, I would definitely need some investor. One investor. I don't want that many investors. Just one. You know, if you do one person, that'll be great. Let's see. So that's it. I think that's the financial part of it. Now, legally, being that, of course, you guys know I'm working towards my PhD in clinical psychology, and I'm kind of iffy about how the profession is going to take this idea, because they're so judgmental. It just irks my freaking nerves, because I'm like, out of all the people to be judgmental, like psychologists, they ain't got no room to judge. You can start opening the doors to their closets and a lot of skeletons will fall out. Like, psychologists have a lot of issues, and I think that's primarily the reason why a lot of psychologists enter the field, because they want to kind of fix their own issues vicariously through helping other people. So they ain't got no way they ain't have no place to judge. But I mean, I know they do judge, and I'm just like, I always have to think 10 steps ahead of everybody else, to just before I, you know, launch an idea or a project, like to see the ramifications of it, right? So the legal ramifications, I'm just like, and even ethical or professional ramifications. What's up, Chris? Like, I'm wondering, like, how is the profession going to take this? Like, I'm being the owner of this, you know, they would see a freaky club. I'm pretty sure that's how they probably see it. Freaky club, right? But I don't see it as that. I'm like, hey, you know, different from any other club. You know, there are strip clubs. There are all kinds of clubs that exist out there. You know, there are private clubs that a lot of these professionals in corporate America attend. Nobody don't know nothing about it, but they be doing their little stuff on the ground too, and want nobody to know what's going on, you know? Which reminds me, I want to kind of like, towards the end of this video, I'm going to go in a little bit more detail about some ideas I have for the club, because of course, BDSM club is kind of very broad. Like, that can mean many different things. So I want to speak to the specifics of what I have in mind in terms of my BDSM club. But as far as like legal, yeah, that's why I keep a handful of lawyers on deck, on speed dial, because you know it's all kinds of stuff going on in the world, man. People like try to throw all kind of stuff at you, try to put you in a certain kind of trap, and guess what? That's what lawyers are for. They got my back, you know. So come for me, best believe I'm coming back for y'all ass. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I was thinking, that's why I'm thinking like, even if I do go, which I'm pretty sure I will, go the route of opening my own BDSM club within the next year or so, that I don't know if I may like incorporate it in my name. I may do it like in some type of pseudo name. You guys have no idea, like, I don't know, Sambucha, or I don't know, telekinesis, or I don't know, some weird stuff that is not really associated to my name, and I can incorporate it in that particular name, and then, you know, no one will know, like, oh, she's the owner, unless you guys know that I'm the owner, you know. But that, and what else? Oh yeah, like being that I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little brief snapshot of some ideas I have in mind for the club. Like this video counts as like the poor man's copyright, so everybody know I put it out there first. You know, I'm the first to put it out there. So if I find somebody steal my idea, hey, I'm coming for you with my lawyers. I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for you. But no, but for real though, like this is my idea, and you know, you can tell when somebody steal your idea. You know, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people maybe inspired by this video. I'm like, oh, I want to go create my own BDSM club, and hey, that's fine. But I will know certain details of the club that I have in mind. If you copied, don't copy my shit. Be original. Get your own shit. Don't try to steal mine. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for the legal ramifications. Like just kind of looking for. I'm pretty sure more stuff will come up, you know, but safety first. That's the most important thing to anything, especially a club like this. And that's why I like the club that I attended in New York City, because it was I felt safe. You know, I didn't feel threatened. And another thing, it was no drama associated with it. Like, it was mature people, just the drama. I don't deal with the extra stuff, you know. And I think that's sometimes the reason why you have to set a certain fee, you know, to things like this, because it weeds out certain people that like to they bring their own shit, you know. Just like, even for example, like the typical regular nightclubs, right? A lot of times people will go to the nightclub just to start shit with other people purposely, you know. Like, they don't have a fucking life. Like, dude, get a fucking life, you know. People come here to relax, to get away, to just wind down, and you got immature ass people in their mind, that's their purpose of going to the club, is just, oh, I want to start something with somebody. Not in my club, dude. That ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. You'll be banned forever. You won't be able to come back. No drama is no drama this way. So I put it out there around anybody who I associate myself with. Like, I let them know, I ain't with the drama, dog. Cut that shit out. Don't bring that shit my way. But, so, in terms of my ideas, like, oh my gosh, that's the great thing about being a creative. Let me check the time, because, I do have work. Okay, good timing. But yeah, I'm actually at Barnes & Noble. I like coming to Barnes & Noble. I don't really come to Barnes & Noble as often as I used to, especially when I was living in Atlanta. But yeah, this is a place. This is a nice place. I'm actually at the one at the Grove, really nice shopping center. It's actually the same location where I hosted interviews for the Ubala Book Convention right here in LA. And they went pretty well. I had a good turnout, but I like this place. But anywho, my ideas. So, like, yes, of course, I think my club is going to be, I want to create, like, a membership first. Like, before I even open the club, I want to build a community, like, online, perhaps, where I create a membership so people pay a monthly or yearly fee to be a part of the club. And every time I go live, everybody want to message me, but yeah, I want to create a membership, you know, and the membership, I don't know. I'm trying to gauge what kind of fees. I want something for everybody because, like, I don't want to just exclude people and leave people out because I feel like the reason why I'm opening this club is deeper than just, oh, something to do for fun, you know. Like, I feel like this is important to our health. Like, one aspect of our health that is often neglected and pushed under the rug is our sexual health. It's just as important as our mental health. And I feel like, especially within the religious communities, like, you know, Christianity or Islam, it's like they like to suppress their sexuality. You know, it's a lot of suppression of the sexual feelings, and I don't like that. I feel like we're human beings, we're sexual beings at that, and it should not be, you know, repressed. And being that it is repressed, I feel like it can kind of create a tension, a certain level of anxiety in people, you know, because they just can't be themselves, you know. Now, granted, I know there's a reason for the suppression or the repression of the sexual urges, you know, mainly to protect ourselves against STDs and bad things and just being out there being loose. I'm definitely not promoting that, but I'm just saying there is a part of the spectrum that I think is a safe place where a person can be able to freely express their sexuality, you know, in a safe place. And I want to create that place where people are able to do that because you don't really have that. There's a need for it, definitely. There's a high demand for it. But there isn't really that many places, and if there are, they're just like underground parties, so to speak, like the one I went to in New York City, you know? And even the one that I was told about when I, at my previous crack site, I had a coworker who was a part of the BDSM community, and she was telling me that her boyfriend was friends with the owner of the very first Black-owned BDSM club out here in LA, and I was just like, wow, you know? And outside of that, it's like it's not really that many places where people in the BDSM community and just people in general can be able to have that freedom of sexual expression, you know, in a safe place, of course. And so I want to create that. Now, another thing that would inspire me to want to open my own BDSM club is that, of course, I've been to several BDSM clubs in New York City specifically, and while they did provide like certain things that I like, there were certain things I felt like that could be added, right? And I just feel like with my creative mindset, like my mind's just like, wow, I have so many different visions for this BDSM club. Like, it is gonna be the spot where like couples, I think it's mainly gonna attract couples, but singles can come too, you know, people who just really want to let loose. Just you work so many hours, you know, you have these very stressful, intense jobs that you work, and you need a place. It's just like going to a spa. You need a place where someone can massage your muscles and help release that tension. But this will be sexually, and again, like I said, it's not about intercourse. It's not necessarily a place where people come and just get fucked. No, that ain't what I'm trying to open. That's like more like a hoe house. I ain't opening a hoe house now. What I'm interested in opening is, it's going to be a lounge. It's going to be a place where mature adults can come to learn about BDSM, take workshops, to engage with other practitioners in the lifestyle, to discover who they are, to discover yourself. You know, it's like through relationships is where you find who you really are. To be able to challenge yourself, to push yourself to certain limits. You know, one thing I think initially that attracted me to the lifestyle is just this whole idea about giving up control. You know, of course, you know, growing up, you know, and just throughout life, there may be times when we feel like, okay, we have lost a sense of control, right? Because we can't control everything. You know, there are certain things that we just don't have control over. And so, of course, it creates a desire in you to want to be in control. This will be the place where you can exercise that need and desire for control. Also, it can be a place where you can exercise that need and desire to relinquish some of your control. Now, for me, being that I think I have a lot of responsibilities and I feel like I'm pretty much in control of my own life, I want a place where I can just be able to let go of that control, right? And obviously, trust comes into play. You have to put yourself in a position in a person's hands that you can trust, that you trust, that is a safe place. Safety and trust go hand in hand. They're so important, very important. And so I know that there are a lot of people, I'm not the only one who wants to experience that, you know, but that's obviously one of my desires. It's just like, it would be so nice just to be able to relinquish my control and allow another person to, thank you, Shatik, to be able to take control, even if it's just for an hour, to be able to take control. You know, in the world of BDSM, they call it domination, you know. And like I said, it's not about sex, although it does stimulate certain sexual components of our body, of our physiology, obviously, because our body is one. Our body is all one being. Spirit, mind, body, and soul, all one. And so when you're stimulated psychologically, of course, you're going to be stimulated sexually, you know, and that is the key. It's just, I think, amazing. A lot of people haven't even went there. Y'all think people in the vanilla lifestyle, that's people who don't practice BDSM, they have no idea what it is like to be stimulated. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, but mostly a lot of you guys, y'all have a clue what it's like to be stimulated psychologically, where someone can stimulate you psychologically, and for a female, your panties just be soaking wet. Like, that's some deep shit. And it can be vice versa. A woman can be the one, the dominatrix, and she's stimulating a man so deep, very sensual, and this dick is just rock hard. Oh, I forget to say, this video is for mature audiences, obviously, people who are 18 years or older. So if you're not 18, sorry, get the hell off this video. I should have said that at the beginning, but yeah. But y'all should know that all my videos are for mature audiences only. Like, I talk about some very serious stuff here on my vlog, but that's a wonderful feeling. So of course, like, my club is gonna have the equipment, like bondage equipment. People can get strapped up to the bondage equipment, and just, oh my gosh, ugh, I'm just imagining myself like I'm there already, you guys. Like, I'm there mentally anyway. And oh my gosh, y'all just, if y'all don't know what it's like, y'all have to come to my club. Come to my BDSM club, because it is going to be the bomb. Now, my name, I don't know what name I'm going to call it. That's something I'm going to have to brainstorm some good names, because that's the most important thing. And I'm talking about my corporate name, my LLC name. I'm talking about my DBA, my actual brand name that I'm going to call my club. Maybe you guys can help me out, but I think what I'm going to do is create a club, create a private group here on Facebook for people who are interested in the lifestyle and also interested in joining my physical club that I'm going to open up. You want to be a part of it, because of course I'm going to need your support, and I want you guys to just follow my journey along the way to opening the club. So I'm going to create that. I don't have a name. Since I don't have a name, I can't just drop a link, because I haven't created the Facebook club yet, but I am going to. So maybe I'll come back in another video. So you guys who are watching this, stay tuned, because I'll make another video saying, hey, you guys, I created my club online. Here's a link. You guys come and join. So stay on the lookout for that video, because it's coming very soon. But yeah, I think that's how I'm going to start it. But the club is going to be catered to all kinds of people. Like, I don't want to exclude anyone, you know. Yes, my research and clinical interests are in black, you know, helping the black population, African Americans, you know, and even Africans across the diaspora. But this particular interest I have with BDSM, everybody, I'm talking about everybody. I want to welcome everybody, you know. It don't matter your race. It don't matter your age. It don't matter if you have a disability. It don't matter. It does not matter. Come. We have a place for you. Like, I want to welcome everybody now. Another thing I think people sometimes are concerned about is like, oh, what if a person has an STD? Like, I don't want to be using equipment, and somebody has. That's a good point. That's a good point. But like I said, it's no sexual intercourse. So the equipment is not necessarily the equipment that a lot of you little nasty little gutter mind people here watching this video have in mind. It's not necessarily like sex equipment where it's penetration taking. No, no, you guys, stop it. That's not what I'm talking about. It's more like, maybe I'll put some pictures. That's what I'm probably have to post some pictures so you guys kind of get a general idea. It's hard for me to explain because I don't know the name of this equipment. I have no clue what the name is, but I will probably post some pictures so you guys can get somewhat of an idea of what I'm talking about. But no sex going down. No, not here. It's more like stimulated type of stuff. And it's mainly the club that I want to create, that I'm going to create. It is mainly to offer a great psychological, sensual, sexual experience. Like when you come, like you're gonna be in heaven. That's essentially the experience that I'm going to create for people who come to my club. Like you're gonna experience such a deep sense of euphoria. You don't even need to get high. You guys can smoke marijuana or whatever you do. You don't even need that because the experience alone, just by coming to the club, is going to release all kinds of endorphins in your head, like all kinds of serotonin. Like that's the reason why I say sexual health, you guys, is just as important as mental health and your physical health. They are all connected, interconnected. So you can't just be all, I want, like you have some people, I'm so health conscious, but they neglect their sexual health. You know, they kind of put that on the back burner. It's like, that's nothing. But they're so healthy. They eat healthy, they go work out, but they forget about the sexual part. And the same thing with the mental health. You know, they do all the physical stuff. You go have a doctor, a medical doctor, but they don't have a psychologist. They neglect their mental health. You know, it's all interconnected, y'all. One body, you know. Yes, there are different parts of our body, you know, in terms of our genital area and then our brain, you know, and then the rest of our body, our heart. But it's all interconnected. It all goes hand in hand. That's why when people go through major heartbreak, whether it's a divorce or relationship breakup, it affects their mind. You know, it affects their physiology, their heart. That's why we call it a heartbreak, because your heart feels it. You know, your blood pressure may go up. You know, you have a depletion of serotonin in your brain. You become depressed, you know? And so that's another thing that I want to be able to. Hi, Guy. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Nadia? But what country are you from? I want to, this club is going, like, being that my background is in mental health, you know, that's like my specialty area. I'm going to incorporate mental health in this club, this BDSM club. It's going to have a mental health aspect to it, obviously, because I am concerned about mental health, my own, and of course other people's. Like, I, you know, want to share the wealth. And so definitely, like, this, man, y'all, it's all I can say. I think I ain't gonna say no more about my ideas, because I know there are people, vultures out there, entrepreneurial vultures, who want to steal my idea, and I'm not gonna allow it. Because, you know, you may go out and open your own BDSM club. Hey, go do it, right? But not the way I think, not the way my vision is and my level of creativity, because it's a whole nother ball game here, whole nother ball game. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I appreciate everyone's support. For you guys who have commented on this video, like, thank you. And I do look forward to sharing more. That's all really I can say right now. But oh yeah, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. And lobbyists, those people within the BDSM community who are lobbying for laws to be passed to protect us as a community, because we just need the protection. All this judgmental stuff, you know, I hate that we grew up in a society where it's just all about you know, being perfect, so to speak. And nobody is perfect. The people that strive the hardest to be perfect, especially in religion, child, let me tell you, we ain't even about to go there. But yeah, I feel comfortable in my sexuality. I don't really care necessarily about the judgment, but yeah, I understand that professionally I do have to take certain measures to protect myself, because people make all kinds of assumptions, so many assumptions, and they don't even have a clue. They don't know nothing about a lifestyle. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. But yeah, again, my website, where I actually started writing a fictional story called Dying to Submit. It's funny because a lot of you guys think that that's me. Maybe I'll let you guys know if it is, if it ain't, or whatever. How much of it is based on my personal life and what's not. We're not going Oprah or Ellen or some other major talk show, but until then, it's a fictional story. You know, I write fiction. I write, of course, nonfiction, which is my autobiography, but for the most part, I like fiction. You guys can tell by my brand that I created called Ubawa, which is designated to support self-published authors. You guys go check out that website at ubawa.org. So UBAWA, ubawa.org, and you guys can check out the work of a lot of different self-published authors. Not just self-published, some are traditionally published, you know, to major publishing brands, but go check it out. You know, most of those authors do write fiction, so that's the kind of space I'm in. I'm in a very creative space. But yeah, that's it. I'm about to just go enjoy, y'all. Check out this beautiful view. I'm about to just go enjoy the rest of my time here at the Grove, and then I gotta go and get ready to head back on to the hood, because that's where I work at my clinical site in Inglewood, which I'm actually loving, by the way. And I'm going to do a video coming soon on Inglewood versus Hollywood, so stay tuned, and I will catch you guys later. Love you guys, and thank you guys for your comments and your suggestions and ideas and feedback and all kinds of great stuff. All right, catch you guys later. Bye.